it's Cleophia again, and for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this summer top. This design is inspired by the free pattern from yarnspirations.com, and same design but different crochet pattern. And this is free pattern downloadable from yarnspirations.com. This summer top is so easy to make. This is made up of 2 panels of exactly the same pattern. Sew them together side by side and add a hip band and it's done. This is the side view. And this is what the back side looks like. With its lacy and openwork design, this is perfect for summer. Now, let's get started. For the materials, I'm using 1 skein of Caron Big Cakes yarn in Cookie Crumble color. I'm also using size K 6.5mm crochet hook, a blunt needle, pair of scissors, markers, and tape measure. So let's start with a knot and chain 110. And this is now 110 chains. Next is foundation row. Single crochet in second chain from hook. So 1, 2, single crochet in this chain on the bump. Single crochet in the next chain on the bump, and in each chain across on the bump like this. So continue this pattern, single crochet in each chain across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with my foundation row. And this is now what my foundation row looks like. Row 1, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat the pattern, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next stitch. Again, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. So I'm here now towards the end of the row. I'm just going to continue with the pattern of chain 5, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next stitch. Last repeat, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in, skip 3 stitches and single crochet in the last stitch here. So this is how to end row 1, and this is what row 1 looks like. Row 2. From here we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn, 3 treble crochets in the next chain 5 space here. So in this chain 5 space, treble crochet 3 times. So 1 treble crochet, second, and third treble crochet in the chain 5 space. Chain 1, and then on the next chain 5 space, another 3 treble crochets. So 1 treble crochet in this next chain 5 space, 2, and 3 treble crochets in the chain 5 space. Repeat the pattern, chain 1, and 3 treble crochet in the next chain 5 space. So do this, chain 1 and 3 treble crochets in each chain 5 space across. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row. I'm just going to continue with the pattern. So at this point, I'm going to do 3 treble crochets in the next chain 5 space. So this is 1, 2, 3 treble crochets, chain 1, and 3 treble crochets in the last chain 5 space here. 1, 2, and 3. And to end this row, we're just going to do a treble crochet on the last stitch here. So on this stitch, treble crochet. So this is how to end row 2, and this is what row 2 looks like. Row 3. From here, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. And in the next 3 stitches, starting here, starting with the first treble crochet here, treble crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. So on top of the prior treble crochets. Chain 1 and repeat the pattern, treble crochet in the next 3 stitches again. So starting in the first treble here, treble crochet on this stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Repeat the pattern, chain 1 and treble crochet in the next 3 stitches again on top of the treble crochets of prior row. So 1, 2, and 3. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row. I'm just going to continue with the pattern. So at this point, I'm going to chain 1 and 3 treble crochets in the next 3 stitches, starting here. 1, 2, and 3. And then last repeat, chain 1 and treble crochet in the next 3 stitches, starting here. 1, 2, and 3. And to end this row, we're just gonna treble crochet on top of the turning chain right here. So on this stitch here, on top of the turning chain, treble crochet like this. So this is how to end row 3, and this is what row 3 looks like. Row 4, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn, skip the first stitch, this one, skip this one, and on the next stitch, DC 3 tog. So to 3 DC tog, we're going to yarn over, insert in this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert in the third stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now there are 4 loops in the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And we just did our 3 DC tog stitch. Next is chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the chain 1 space, this one, and DC 3 tog again in the next 3 stitches. So starting in this stitch, yarn over, insert in the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert in the second stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert in the next third stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Chain 5, 4, 5, and this is what it looks like. Skip the chain 1 space and DC 3 tog again. Chain 5 and repeat the pattern of DC 3 tog again. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. So I'm here now towards the end of the row. I'm just going to continue with my last 3 DC tog stitch. So starting here, first, second, third, then pull through all 4 loops. Now to end this row, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and treble crochet on top of the turning chain. So here, treble crochet on this stitch here. So this is how to end row 4, and this is what row 4 looks like. Row 5, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch right here, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, repeat the pattern, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet in the next chain 5 space. So do this across, chain 5 and single crochet in each chain 5 space across, like this. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. So I'm here now towards the end of the row. I'm just going to continue with the pattern, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to end this row, single crochet in the third stitch, 1, 2, 3 of the turning chain, and single crochet on the stitch. So this is how to end row 5, and this is what row 5 looks like. So for rows 6 to 12, repeat rows 2 to 5 consecutively, ending with row 4 of the pattern repeat. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 12 to show you how to do row 13. And this is now what my piece looks like after row 12. And the last row, which is row 12, is a repeat of row 4. And this is what the pattern looks like up close. Next, I'm going to show you row 13. Row 13. This will be the last row for this panel. So from here, we're going to chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch right here, single crochet in the chain 2 space, single crochet on top of the DC3 tog or the cluster right here, and 3 single crochets in the chain 5 space. So 1, 2, and 3. Repeat the pattern, single crochet on top of the cluster, and 3 single crochets in the chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3. Again, this is what it looks like. Single crochet on top of the cluster or the 3DC tog stitch, and 3 single crochets in the chain 5 space. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row. I'm just going to continue with the pattern. So from here, I'm going to single crochet on top of the 3DC tog or the cluster, 3 single crochets in the next chain 5 space, single crochet in the last cluster here, and to end this row, single crochet in the last space here, and single crochet in the third chain of the turning chain right here. So this is how to end row 13, and this is what row 13 looks like. And then this is the last row, so we're going to fasten off and leave a long tail. And this is now what my piece looks like after row 13. And this will be my first panel. And we're going to do another panel. We need 2 panels of exactly the same pattern. And these are now my 2 panels of exactly the same pattern. Lay them side by side with a foundation row facing each other. So the foundation row of each panel will be at the center facing each other, and each panel will be laid right side facing down. I'm going to move this right side close together, measure about 6 inches and put a marker. And then from the marker down to the side, so from here all the way down here, sew them together. And just do the same step on the left side here, move them closer, measure about 15 inches and put a marker. And then from the marker all the way down to the left, to the side or the edge, sew them together using whip stitch. And this is now what my piece looks like after they have been sewn together here on this side here, right here. And then this will be the neck opening. And same step on the other side, sewn together up to here. Now I'm going to flip my piece right side facing up like this. I'm going to fold it in half like this. And then on the top side here, right here, I'm going to measure 11 inches from the opening, put a marker, and then using my long tail from here, from here up to the marker, sew them together using whip stitch, and this will be my arm opening or my armhole. Same step on the bottom side, 11 inches, measure about 11 inches, and then from here down to the marker, sew them together, and this will be my armhole. So set aside the piece and we're going to crochet the hip band. So we're going to start with a fresh yarn, start with a knot, and chain 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then single crochet in second chain from hook on the bump. So single crochet on the second chain on the bump and single crochet in the next stitch and in each stitch across on the bump. So all the way to the last stitch here. So this will be row 1. Row 2, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch, back loop only like this. And single crochet in the next stitch, back loop only, and in each stitch across, back loop only like this. So repeat all the way across to the last stitch here. And this will be row 2. Row 3. Row 3 is just a repeat of row 2. So chain 1, turn and single crochet in the first stitch, back loop only. And in each stitch across, back loop only. So repeat this, single crochet up to the last stitch right here. So repeat row 2 or row 3 until the piece measures about the size of your hip. So this is now what my piece looks like after crocheting. The measurement of this is the size of my hip. Now I'm going to fold this in half and then sew them together right here to form a ring. And then we're going to assemble the two pieces together, the main piece and the hip band. So take our main piece, take our hip band and put it at the bottom right here. So what I'm going to do is squeeze the main piece right here, sew it onto the hip band and like this. It should look like this. And to do that, I'm going to get my markers. So put a marker at the center, both attaching the main piece and the hip band. Then get another marker on the side. So mark both sides of the main piece and the hip band. So here, when I'm sewing it together, I'm going to decrease the main piece, sewing it to fit my hip band like this. So do the same thing on the other side. So put a marker on the hip band and on the main piece like this so that you'll know when to sew, which part to sew together. So squeeze it to fit the hip band like this. And this is now what my piece looks like after the hip band is sewn onto the main piece using whip stitch. And this is the side, sewn together also. This is the armhole. And the other side, sewn together and armhole. And the back side. So all pieces are sewn together using whip stitch. And this is now what my piece looks like, all cleaned up and all done. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video and please subscribe.